Today, from Austin, Texas, it's the NFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. It's the Austin Desperados taking on the Dublin Celtic Tigers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the Austin Desperados. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
5 yards on the second. Second down, Howell now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Third and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing here, Howell. And he will find his man on the outside. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Throwing on first down. Cody. Flushed. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Throwing on third and long. Cody. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Celtic Tigers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Howell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Escaping the pressure right. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Desperados are an extra point away from evening this one up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the 1st quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's
on 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cody. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. "37 yards on the punt with no return. Boston's offense ready to go again. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
First down, Howell to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Howell throwing on first down here.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Seven, our score after 1.
Second down at 4. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
And Howell will throw it.
And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive. Cody. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, here's Freeman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Again, they'll run with Freeman. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Cody.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Hal will keep this on the option.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He's going to keep this again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Howell.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off play action. Cody. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cody.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, Cody. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
To throw on 2nd down, Cody. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They give it to Freeman up the gut. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Up the middle, Freeman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Celtic Tigers are able to move back in front. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now Howell.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cody. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Operating from the gun. Cody. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Cody. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Cody.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A final shot before break. Cody. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. Look at the big man rumble. 20. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, just a field goal separates these two sides at the break. One will go on to the divisional round, one will go home. To find out who it is, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And able to get this out to the 25.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Freeman again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down, Cody looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cody firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Cody. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Cody over the middle. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Cody. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Freeman.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Freeman again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Celtic Tigers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one a long 11-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Off play action. It's Howell.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Howell.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake, Cody. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cody
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From just shy of midfield, Powell. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Desperados have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, the big play prior to this one got them down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. Powell throwing for it.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On first down, Howell.
This will be caught at about the 5. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Desperados have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Cody. Hard throw, incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Hal running right on the option.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now trying to pick it up on 3rd.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hal down to throw it.
Buying time to his left. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Oh, Hal loses it.
And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Cody. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Cody. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Cody looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Cody. Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 15 yards.
And the Celtic Tigers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now he'll look to throw it.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Powell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Howell. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Able to slither by.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Desperados have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they will take a knee here. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a disappointing way to close out the season. You got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.